Jimmy Williams with Deco DC, and we are at Bar Illegal, and we are here talking about something very interesting, immigration. Who am I with? What's your name? What do you do?
I'm Kaylin Rexer, and I'm the brand ambassador and brand director for Illegal Mezcal.
What is mezcal?
Mezcal is an agave spirit. I would say it is, some people describe it as like the cousin of tequila, but it's smoky, it's got agave forward notes, it's beautiful, you should try it. It's made in a really lovely traditional way.
You want to convince me to try it? I will.
I
think you should try it.
We're going to do that in a second.
We're going to have a shot.
We're going to do it? All right, cool. And what's your name and what do you do?
My name is Gilbert Marquez, and I am the brand ambassador for Illegal Mezcal.
A brand ambassador?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to be a brand ambassador. That's cool.
It's not a bad job.
So you get to travel around and just like feed people mezcal.
Behind the scenes, I'm really tired.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, welcome to the Life of a Reporter, especially this election cycle. Speaking of this election cycle, why are you doing this pop-up bar? Why are you doing it in Washington, D.C.? What's your rationale behind that?
Oh, God, there's so much behind that. But when Donald announced that he was going to run for the presidency, a lot of things that he said were we disagreed with a lot of it as a brand, and we felt like we had a platform to give a voice to everyone that he offended and do it in a way that was representative of Oaxaca, where we make our mezcal, which is really well known for its political protest art.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about this political protest art. I was looking online, and this is something that you guys are really known for.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
We were deeply offended by his statements, and we decided to take action in whatever avenue we could. And what we decided to do was some wheat paste posters, some projections on Rockefeller Center, Columbus Circle, where the Trump buildings are. We went down to we went down to Third Rock, and we just been spreading the word with our campaign. This is a campaign that is really close to home to us because of the way that we do protests in Oaxaca is with wheat paste posters and different forms of graffiti, political activism, and this was one avenue that we chose to take.
All right, but why here in Adams Morgan? Why in D.C.?
King of the Beast. We've been doing this campaign and the street art since July of 2015. So 2 days after he announced he was running, we had this designed and up on the streets. We've raised a lot of money for some wonderful charities through this. It's not just talk. We're really taking action with it and supporting communities that he deeply offended.
Also, Adams Morgan is was or is the hub of Latin America or Latin American people that came down here, and we decided to do it here, and we've been getting a really good response.
So I want to ask you a question, and this is a political question, and because you're doing a political thing. I love President Obama because he's our president, but President Obama has deported more people out of this country who are here illegally, if you want to call it that, than any other president in the history of the United States. What do you think about that and his legacy? Is that going to tar his legacy, especially in the light that Hillary Clinton wants to continue his legacy?
I think in general, there's some really positive things that he has done with policy. I think in general regarding immigration, we have to have a really intelligent conversation no matter who becomes president. I hope that it goes in Hillary's favor, but if Trump becomes president, I hope that a lot of what he's saying is just hoopla for media attention, and we can have somewhat of an intelligent conversation and dialogue, because this doesn't just affect us. This is a global issue that we have to begin to talk about, and we haven't been talking about in an intelligent way, or at least in policy action, in a while. So I hope that this election at least opens that door.
Let's say Secretary Clinton wins and she becomes president of the United States. What do you want to see from her as president when it comes to the issue of immigration and immigration policy, and immigration politics for that matter?
I think real solutions. Real solutions is what we're looking for. A lot of presidents and a lot of candidates have talked about their solutions, but no real answers. We want immigration reform, some sort of way for people to become citizens. And right now it just looks like kick everybody out, and on one side. And we hope that on Hillary's side, if she does become president, she comes through with what she's actually saying, which is to reform immigration.
All right, so let's say she does do immigration reform. Do you think Hispanic voters who are coming out in droves this cycle. I mean, the numbers coming out of Arizona, Nevada, Florida, I mean, New York. I mean, the numbers are crazy. And do you think that they will reward her politically for doing something like that? Do you think a Republican Congress will help her in that?
I think there's a lot of things. I think we see a pattern of this back and forth between the parties and this road blocking, and we have to come together. I mean, this is an issue that right now, most of the people I work with are Mexican American and have family that have come and traveled here. I think there's a roadblock no matter what, and we have to figure out as citizens who are voting to push people to stop doing that. We have to come up with a solution. So do I think they're going to work together? I don't know. I was a political science major, so there's a huge part of me that thinks probably not, but there's also another part of me that hopes, as a citizen of this country and a part of the human race, that we stop picking sides and start thinking about us as humans.
And we are humans. You want to add anything to that?
No, I think she said it perfectly.
I think she did too, yeah. All right, so here's the deal. D.C., Washington, D.C., if you want to come try some mezcal, this is where you come. Adams Morgan, 2435. What are we, on 18th Street? I don't know. Yeah, Northwest. Come out. Come check it out. There's a line. Make sure you have your ID. You need a photo ID to get into the bar. And you have to be 21 too, by the way. Thanks, guys, for doing this. And I can't wait to go inside and try this great stuff.
Gracias.
Yeah, man. I can't really shake your hand, but, you know. All right, cool. All right, so we'll see you in a little bit, guys. And we're going to be at Restaurant Lincoln talking to Never Trump people and why they aren't supporting Donald Trump, even though they're Republicans. We'll see you in a little bit.